So everyone stand up. Let's start. Okay. So today's topic is about create a design system with Vue. Let's give me like something about me first. Okay, I'm Junyu from China, and working at Sureman here. If you want to make a photo or something. And so like Sureman like provide like 3D printing service. So this is some information like my HR asked me to do this. So it's fine. And so I'm doing like my background is industrial design and computer science. And also a designer who like develops, and also a developer who designs. Okay, so before talking about JavaScript or Vue.js, let's talk about design system. That's like most important, like the topic today. So first, so what is the design system? Anybody knows? Okay, no. Okay, so let's give you a quote. Like a design system is like a components like reusable and it's clear and can be like used like assembled together to build like applications. So this is like some like website I just copied from there, but we have like some more better understanding of design system. So what's in design system? The first one is the foundation. So the colors. So like the funny colors you use, the yellow, red, and blue, and also layout. You need a grid system and bootstraps, and also typography. For example, the font size, the font families, blah blah. They combine together. And so the components, the buttons, and also the input and model window, and also patterns like the comments because they just have like too much thing together, or in an edit, and also context navigation bar. Okay. So first, like why do we need design system? So I think it's really important for you guys today because okay, I can like talk about more from developer's perspective. So first, the freedom from like CSS and HTML. The quick question like coming today is like how many of you guys like CSS? Oh, okay, surprising. Okay, so but like most people still hate this. Okay, so why developer hates CSS? Okay, so CSS is like really simple. Of course, everybody knows how to write it, just like how to code that language. It's like just write it, and you don't have to notice like you write bad code. And also CSS is like not so simple. It's a chaotic. There are like some like 3 different implementation for the Flixbox, and also if you dive deeper, and they become like really chaotic. And also the margin, the padding, the height and the weight, and also the layout and model, the box model. Have you ever tried with box model in IE 11? And also like compare like browser problems. Okay. So and also, so have you ever tried HTML like formatters? Like with Prettier or something, kind of like change your HTML like really easily in Vue. Okay, so you guys also don't like HTML like also. So same as CSS, it's simple, so we don't like take it like seriously. And then the HTML is like a binding to CSS, like good like HTML structure and good like it can make like affect CSS. And also new HTML tags not supported because like in our company, so we still have to support IE 11. And then so I still can use a Prettier in HTML. Okay. So the next like what we need like design system is like make the products consistent in design. So you know like you want to create a button and somewhere it looks like a green and somewhere it looks like a yellow and then somewhere like in other pages like different like layouts. So you want to like make everything like constant and also everything looks like the same and give the user like the same like user experience and like UI also UI the same. Okay. And then the last like a big point is like speed up the develop process. So the design system behaves like a language, and the common language we speak out during the developing process. So so before we call it red, because we write in the documentation, the design system documentation, and we don't have to call it like a hashtag F5535. And also it's like so we can communicate easier, and so we reuse a component, so we don't need to write like the code again. So I know you developers hate like writing the code 2 times or 3 times, and so we do it faster. And then the development is centralized, so I can change one line of code, change the whole photograph, like change the whole like the prototype, and also the colors and everything, because like we use like the one design system to serve like all the applications. So what we change there and also kind of like update to other parts. Okay, so first let's build the design system. Okay, it's exciting, right? Okay, so first we have to think about, okay, let's design like build a design system like together. But why together? I'm not sure like how many developers hate your designers in your company, but like for me, I'm arguing a lot with my like developers, like always come to me and ask me questions. But this is like something like designer does better, and also like developer does better. So let's talk about some stuff designers do better. Okay, so we have like pixel perfect eyes. So if we say, okay, this height is like 2 pixels low, this height is like this width is not so consistent, and also maybe sometimes, yeah, okay, so the color is wrong. It's just like maybe the one gradient, like one like the opaque is like maybe 20% more, so we can see that. And aesthetic, so we have like I think we know better with the design, of course, we're a designer, and also we can design something better, and we can bring the beauty to the design, to the world. This is our job. And then some other things, stuff like developer knows better. So for example, like logic thinking, so you like have a best way to get input and take like another output, and also, yeah, you make it like everything happens. So for example, like you make an input box, it's working perfectly, and of course, you are good at coding. And also like implementation of the applications. Okay, so but the better together, why? Okay, so we're aware of like design and implementation together because like we're working together, and also better understanding means better implementation. So that's why you need talk, your front-end developers need talk with your designers more often, more lot. And then you can aware of design expectation and also development limitation. For example, some like a designer have like a crazy idea, I can like bring a unicorn to the website, and the developer say, no, we cannot do that. So then, right now you know your limitations, so you want to use that in your design. So let's talk about like how to build a design system. First, you need a foundation from the designers. So they're gonna take you like a methodologies and also how to do like the design. Okay, so we have this atomic design, it's like a methodologies and also like methods. So first we have atoms. Atoms is like serve as building blocks for the methods applied to web. So if we talk about the web interface, it's gonna be like HTML tags or like labels or like input or like buttons. And then we combine together, become modules, like modules, molecules. Molecules are grouped like atoms are like binding together and like small foundation of the component compound, like an input field with like a button like besides. And then we're gonna have like how to call this word? Organism. It sounds really weird. So that's like something like a compound with functions, like a. So we call like the first one, the atom is like maybe HTML, and like molecules like HTML with CSS, and this one is like with like the third one is like with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript together, so they can give you some functions. And then after that, we can build the templates. From templates, we can build a page. So basically, like just you say in the views, like a view the view, like a reviewers. And then, so we can apply to this. Okay, atoms equals foundation, and HTML plus CSS, and molecules is like the components, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And okay, organisms is like patterns, HTML, CSS, and then like JS. And templates, you already know the templates in Vue, so we just use like in Vue. And the last one, the pages, the viewers, like the actual pages your user gonna see. Okay, so first. The very first component from the developers. We build like the code like the components like avatar components, and so with the KT, I'm gonna talk about later why we have a KT in there. So it's really easy to build. So this is like the index file. So from the avatar, so just import like the source file and install as like a component. And register in the component, and you just using the Vue. It's really simple. And the source code for the avatar is also really simple. So yeah, class like a computer class, and also the two tips, and then this one we use CSS for the names, and the click is the event function, and also you have like different variables. So when it's like the avatar is available or not available, so they can like fall back to image. Actually, here we just use the CSS to build our the icons, and then so this like computer class for avatar and everything, and so this is the image fallback. And the last one, we just putting together. This is how we use this how we put the source file to build the components. And here's we register again, and then when window defined, and then install the Vue and assign to a user Vue. Okay, so this is really basic simple Vue component. Most of the code I copy from some other framework, but we just change a lot and we build it. And so we start from this component maybe last year, maybe beginning of this year. We start with this component, and then we try to use it, and we found out we really liked it because they don't have to write the CSS and also other things we mentioned before. And then so we try to create something more big, I want to control what a developer can do with my design. So we start building the design system. So let's talk about the journey of building the Kotti design system. So you asked me, so I just have a question before, why we have a KT in the front of the avatar? Because it's short for Kotti. And then, okay, so it's all start from the new design. So actually, we started a new design, a new interface last year, and a fresh look, and which totally looks different from what we're doing, what our website looks right now. And so UX design system were created during this process. So we create a new design language, and also we have our new design language. And so we create a new design system from a designer perspective. And then we have to use the CSS. So the design, just like in design, in sketch files, nothing else. So we have to use CSS. First, we have to use the spectrals CSS to implement our new designs. And then as the time goes, our customer CSS is increased. And so we think, okay, so and then the third project joined to our company. And so we have to also use our customized CSS in another project. So, and we build a library. We say yeah, fuck it. We're just we're just gonna change the things first, just rewrite everything by ourselves. So we create the CSS style library called Kotti style. And then from the components, more components, please. And so we start from the KT avatar, and then we build these components to give developers, and developers like it. And so we decide to build more components. After more components, and we decide, okay, let's build a design system, make all the components together. So we create another Vue component called Vue.js, and then yeah, that's a Vue.js. It's a notification and also as a plugin, and just you can use it, and just every time you just yeah, I need a message notice to allow in the users. Yeah, you updated success. Yeah, it's the error happening, so we're gonna use your device there. And so yeah, so Kotti UI born. So we create Kotti UI. And then so what's next? From components to the patterns. So the components it's really simple. It's a really low level in the design system. So but if you want to build something more complex, it's become more harder. So we just starting doing some more complex things. For example, name bar with the mobile media query, and also different size can change differently, and also can toggle with narrow or wide. So this will become patterns. So because you can use everywhere. We just say, okay, you don't need to write the same code twice. So we just built for you. You can use it because they can never change. If they can change, it's gonna be my changes. So the next is a layout template. So what we're gonna build in the future is we're gonna build some layouts. So it's a navbar, action bar, and content. We're gonna keep these same patterns, and we just give you a template for developer. You just use it. You don't need care about the CSS, HTML, and other things representation from the function. So you just use it. It's fine. So we are starting really early, from beginning. So of course we have pitfalls. So a for input. So what happened there? We separate the design and the development like too far from development, and we're trying to create like more like really generic libraries, not like we just try to we have like such editions, like we say, okay, we're gonna create a library, we're gonna give to everybody to use it, everybody gonna like it, but we found out that's not true. So we just decide, okay, let's create like a library we can use and we can maintain the best. And then the documentation is important. It's like because most of the time you just update some like APIs or some like variables, and then you didn't tell the developers they come to you, they say code is this fucking shit. So that's why it's like documents really important. And also I'm a bad like JavaScript developers. Okay, so for input and again in wait. So what we changed? So we merged our code base into more repo. And so developer can like directly change in the Kotti, and they just like can use like the Kotti library into their like actual code. And we also use Kotti like UI in production when development. So we just, every time we build, we just like give like to the people to use it. And then we have more front-end developers help to maintain this project, not only by me, because like I just start from design to CSS and just write some shitty like JavaScript, like the Vue.js components, and people come in to help me to do more things. Okay, talk about so many things. Let's see a demo. Hope it's working. Okay, I have to go up here. Okay, so this. So how can I move to this screen to another?
Just drag it over.
Hold on. This? Okay. Okay, so this is our Kotti design system. So it also serves as our documentation for design and also for development.
Could you maybe zoom in a little bit?
Of course, yes.
Thank you.
Right, okay.
So it's responsive.
Yeah, so we have project like scope, it's like we have design guideline, so this document, we have design some things, and also Kotti styles, it's like same for libraries, and also Kotti UI components, it's the Vue library. And also usage document, and also the developers, and UI test, right now we don't have. We tried to use storyboard before, but we found out it's not so practical, because we have this document to maintain, so we just use the document as a unit testing at different like stages. So, and then, okay, let's check the foundations. Okay, what we have. So the layout, and we talked about before, and the grid system, we also built our own, and also colors. We don't call this colors like AFC 5EB in your code, we just call them parameter 300. So we have like the color palettes, and also we also work with the marketing team to define these colors. And then with icons, I also built another library called Yoko. It's icon libraries. We designed this like in-house, and you can use it for developers like really nice. Just like click, and then it's copied, and they can put in the code. And then typography and writing style. This is like most like foundations. And for components, so this one is our first components we built. Groups and also different styles, and also like the other stuff. Okay, so which one are you interested in? Which components you're interested in?
The date picker.
The date picker. Oh my god, yes, you choose the best one. Let's say, choose a date. Okay, looks nice. Actually, we spend a lot of time to do this, and also all these still support like single data like pickers, not like a range. We are trying to do that right now. Okay, so it's working. Yeah, and also we have translations in Chinese. And also in German, we don't have. Yes. And then, okay, so this is the components, and let's see our patterns.
What's toaster?
Which one?
Toaster?
Toaster. Okay, so you're defined.
Yes.
Okay, good. The toaster, yes. So this is Udify. We try to also merge this Udify to become toaster, because it pop it up like a toaster. So we call it toaster. Okay, so the patterns, and so you have like the comments. So this is also like a patterns you can use, just like a few lines of code, and everything's already in there. And then another one is like the navbar. So one of like most complex like things we use. Okay, this is gonna break. Okay, it's not breaking. It's fine. And so we have a user menu and everything. And then when we zoom, becomes smaller. We become like more like in the mobile size. So this one, the whole like patterns we just write into the components, like give to the developers. So they just can change, like give the variables and everything change there. And they didn't need to change the styles and everything, and then everything's working. Okay, so let's come back to the presentation. Okay, so guys, which components do you think is the most hardest to implement?
Symbol fields. Text symbol fields. Text symbol fields.
Text
symbol fields.
maybe.
I mean, not necessarily text, but select and all that.
Yeah, select is also can be like really hard. And another guess? Date picker can be, but it's not so hard with like another third libraries. Yes, we tried, but like still like so many compactive like issues, like a German like with like Chinese different like different like styles and everything. So actually the tables. Yes. You're never gonna think about tables gonna be so hard. Actually, because you have to think about like how you're gonna manage there, and also the headers, the th and the tb and tr, and also because you have two different ways to implement. The first one is by column by columns, or just row by rows. So this one is like really fundamental like things for HTML, but like if you want to build the components, it can be really hard because the tables we use everywhere to display the data. You're supposed so many customized like things in there. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits of the code design system we use for the nerds. So first, is less code, of course. So this is like the code before the navbar, and then this is after we use Kotti. So just like give the menu and the thing, and also like the user menu is another component to be show like in the bottom over there, and just give this, and then it's done. And then so separating the presentation from the functionalities. So we don't need like, so for me, I don't need care about how this gonna behave, what kind of like function gonna call, what kind of like API gonna call. I just like do the UI UX part. So I totally separate like from developers. So I don't go developers. Oh yeah, your design sucks. Your code is not right, because I can take care of that part. And so your developers focus on more functions, like get more things done. And then so we unify UX and UI from developers to developers, because designers not only control the design files, we also control like the code. So what we build like we build from the in the sketch can be delivered to the development, delivered to the production. And so that's all. So after all, so why do we talk about this at Vue.js Berlin? So the first one, so we created the Kotti UI in Vue.js. So if you want to go check out, just like go there. I forgot to mention, I also tweeted this presentation in my Twitter. So if you want to go there to check. And so this one is an advertisement. We are based in Berlin. We are hiring. And this is my shirt. So if you are interested, just like also scan this or just click this link. Okay. And then special thanks. Okay. Oh my God! It's animation time. It's more confusing than like my code, but thanks to James there, so helping like to correct the typos and also grammar, and thanks for Flo to like to the code to like to refactoring the code and also find all the edge cases.